Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Marianas Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sakurako Halstead.
And I'm Dan Shore. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. Close to $1 million could be heading to the CNMI in an opioid settlement.
Also tonight, $1 million land shark is already munching up Marpy waste.
And a longtime executive makes an executive exit decision.
In sports, tennis youngsters are serving it up in Malaysia.
Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
Can somebody please help me judge this chicken?
Juicy, seasoned.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the hair.
Now, who you think made this?
I don't know who cooked it, but they know how to cook.
Boom! Oh, McDonald's! Yes!
Are you serious? You don't like Mickey D's? Okay.
Guess what? I got something special for y'all. Double dip! Cause that nods mean people who love McCrispy strips. How you feeling now? Yeah.
Caught in 4K.
McCrispy strips, man, from Mickey D's. They here for it. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
At Marianas Beach Resort, come to the edge of the ocean and experience the best sunsets on Saipan at Skipper's Beach Bar. Open daily from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m., Skipper's is the perfect place to unwind with great friends, great weather, and stunning ocean views. And every hour is happy hour with $3.99 craft draft beer, local food specials, and live music. Bring a friend or make some new ones. Skipper's is where memories are made. Skipper's Beach Bar, the best sunsets, the best fun. Come join us tonight. See you at the beach.
But I think of you sometime. Want to spend some time with you. Just the two of us.
I love Marianas coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Hafiday, Tirawami, and good evening, Commonwealth.
You are watching the Channel 2 News on June the 18th from our studio high up on Capitol Hill.
7 years after Super Typhoon U2 blanketed Saipan with mountains of debris, the Commonwealth is finally getting the heavy-duty machine it needs to finish the cleanup and to keep the island's only landfill from filling up too soon. Chris Nelson shows us a 30-ton shredder that just made its debut at the Pacific Islands Environmental Training Symposium.
At first glance, it looks like something straight out of a car crushing yard, but this 30-ton multi-purpose shredder is the newest resident of Saipan's Marpy landfill. The machine is built to chew through the 80,000 cubic yards of mattresses, broken furniture, and splintered lumber left behind by Super Typhoon U2. James Benavente.
So the operator of whatever's feeding the hopper, usually an excavator, can have full control of the unit remotely. So if he sees something wrong or if he needs to shift the movement, you notice the machine's on tracks. So if it does need to move, he can control it with this remote while he's still in his cabin. Yeah, yeah.
Once the disaster debris is gone, DPW crews will pivot to problem items, old tires, green waste, even scrap wood that can be recycled instead of buried. By reducing bulk, the shredder extends the life of Saipan's landfill, buying precious years before a costly expansion.
So we have a special attachment on our excavator. It's a clamshell grabber. So usually excavators are meant for digging, but with this attachment now we can literally grab whatever he wants to, set aside or load the hopper.
Paid for with federal funds and fast-tracked by a temporary Build America, Buy America waiver for U.S. territories, the shredder shipped in from a regional vendor and saves the CNMI time and money. How much does a machine like this cost?
I heard close to $1 million US to include the shipping of the unit here.
Simon Brearley is a technician from down under who came north to help with the install and the handover.
Maintenance-wise, greasing, regular greasing, general maintenance on the engine side of things is normal for any of this sort of equipment. And the shredder unit itself, you can see it looks fairly aggressive. The nature of the machine has to be, but you've got to stay up on the wearing parts that are actually inside of that shredding unit.
This pile of mattresses will soon be little pellets, and tires will be shredded up here as well. The shredder is also a new arrow in DPW's emergency response quiver. When the next storm leaves Saipan strewn with downed trees and twisted tin, crews can grind the mess on site, keeping roads clear and landfills orderly. The machine is made by a company in Scandinavia.
Manufactured in Finland. Yeah. So, they're an awesome machine. No, they really are. They work hard. They've got a hard job to do. And as I said, market leader for the tyres and mattresses. That's their real shining points.
Officials say recyclable metals and clean wood will be diverted to local construction projects, while non-recyclable waste will head to the landfill in a fraction of its former size. For residents still haunted by U2's scars, the sight and sound of progress couldn't come soon enough. On an island where space is limited, every cubic yard saved is a victory. Chris Nelson for the Channel 2 News.
A trial date has been set for a man accused of sexual assault of a minor. Aaron Baisa, along with his attorney and interpreter, appeared in Judge Joseph Camacho's courtroom today, reiterating a not guilty plea, but asking for more time needed for legal discovery to be made prior to assignment of a trial date. Baisa is charged with sexual abuse of a minor in the first degree. The court had found probable cause for prosecution, claiming sexual abuse of a toddler based on testimony of a daycare provider and a sexual assault nurse examiner who reported trauma consistent with sexual assault. Today, the prosecution stated that no plea deal had been offered and a trial date in October with 3 months granted for discovery would be acceptable. An agreed-upon trial date of October 27 has been ordered, with a pre-trial conference set for September the 3rd.
The Northern Marianas is set to receive nearly $875,000 from a massive national opioid settlement.
Attorney General Ed Manabusa announced today that the CNMI has joined all 55 attorneys general from states and territories in a $7.4 billion settlement with Purdue Pharma and the Sackler family, the company and owners behind the aggressive marketing of opioids that fueled the nation's addiction crisis. The deal will end the Sacklers' control of Purdue and their ability to sell opioids in the U.S. CNMI is expected to receive up to $874,000 over the next 15 years, with most of the funds distributed in the first 3 years. The money will go toward addiction treatment, prevention programs, and recovery services in the community. The elected AG says it's vital that we break the cycle of addiction and protect future generations from the devastating impact of opioids. Settlement still requires bankruptcy court approval, with a hearing set in the coming days. Chris Nelson for the Channel 2 News.
Saipan will soon be saying goodbye, for now, to one of its own. Gloria. Gloria Cavanagh recently left her position as general manager at the Marianas Beach Resort, soon to be Sheraton, while also stepping aside from her volunteer efforts as chairwoman of the Marianas Visitors Authority. She and her husband Joe will be leaving island to begin the next chapter of a very rich life.
I'm not moving for a job or I'm not moving because I'm scared of what's happening here. I'm not moving because I no longer feel that or want to be here. I'm moving on because it's time. It's just time.
For the past 14 and a half years, Gloria has called Saipan her home. She has previously worked as GM at PIC and the Marianas Resort and Spa. She has been chair of HandMe and served on the Northern Marianas Business Alliance.
I have an extended family here that I met starting December 2nd of 2010. I have so many people that call me sister, that I call sis or brother here. And so, do I have family? I think very close family here.
So the question is, what does this feel like?
It actually feels, I think satisfying. When you've already decided to move to another stage and you leave back so many things that have meant so much to you over this past 14 and a half years. And people come up to me, in the last couple of days or anywhere I go and thank me. How does it feel? It feels so satisfying and so great that I've met so many wonderful people here that they might remember me. And I will always remember them.
Gloria, as GM of the Marianas Beach Resort, helped guide the transition to the upcoming Sheraton franchise. Is now the time to go?
I think it was to get it to the franchise agreement. And once the franchise agreement was done, then it was like, okay, do I want to put off my plans even more in order to wait until it does become a Sheraton? And for a moment there, I thought yes, but my grandson is one, my daughter, the youngest one, is getting married in March, and we bought this house 3 years ago, and I think that we're ready.
Will she stop promoting the CNMI?
Anywhere and everywhere I go, I will be selling this destination because it is, it's just a gem.
Florida is a long way from Saipan, but of course she will be returning for visits.
Just think that I'm just grateful and thankful for, everything that everyone has done for me while I was here. That's really special, especially somebody, yes, I'm Chamorro, but I'm still, what do they call it? Guamanian, to some, statesider.
A corporate, you're a corporate hunch.
Yeah, and so they really accepted me, and I love that. I've never felt so involved in a community before I moved to Saipan.
Why would anyone volunteer so much of their time to anything?
You're part of the community, and I think that everyone that wants to, you could do one of two things. You could sit back and whine all the time and say, the government this, or you can go out and you can actually try to help.
Coming up, athletes come home from offshore competitions. Welcome to Saipan.
And while our local college expands its programs, our local contact station gets an interior and exterior upgrade. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss it.
Find a plan that goes with your flow. Get unlimited local talk, text, and data at the most affordable rate with Unlimited Flow Postpaid.
Hey golfers, it's Tony. Just wanted to let you know that this year's Handmade Charity Classic Golf Tournament will be on Saturday, July 26 at Lolo West. You know, hole number 13, it's either a hole-in-one or a 6. Sorry guys. If you haven't registered yet, it's only $110 through July 11 plus $30 optional play. That's pretty good, huh? I may be retired, but you know, we're never too tired for golf. Oh, and thank you to all our sponsors. This year, we're supporting the Commonwealth Cancer Association. We appreciate you guys. So, don't miss the Handmade Tournament on July 26. Iwe, balesta later.
Green sea turtles and hawksbill turtles call the Mariana Islands home. They are an important part of the marine ecosystem. They are under threat, and they are protected under CNMI law. Keep plastic out of the ocean. Keep vehicles off the beach. Use the Sea Turtle Stranding Hotline if you see poaching activities or if you see a turtle in trouble. Call 287-8537 and save a turtle.
King is back like prodigal. I gave him time, it's been too long. Politic, if I want it, I'ma get mine. Never fake the funk, can't perform for your empire. Snatch him out the throne, make them all fall in line. I let the clock tick, count down, cause I'm on the headline, the deadline. I'm ahead time, the rare kind. I'm a living legend, lethal weapon, master, minor, big time.
Premium office space is available now at the Hermosa Vista Business Park on Capitol Hill. Features include dedicated parking, fast internet, backup power, good water, and natural light throughout to go along with the very best views on Saipan. So don't settle for space when you can get peace and peace of mind. Call Hermosa Vista today at 670-483-4750 or email hvsaipan@gmail.com.
Welcome back. You're watching the Wednesday night edition of the Channel 2 News.
Tomorrow is a legal holiday in the CNMI. On June 19, 1865, 2.5 years after Abraham Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation, enslaved African Americans in Texas were finally granted their freedom. Juneteenth was declared a federal holiday in 2021. Happy holidays, CNMI. Now, there's a dream that many have had but not seen fulfilled, and that is the dream of traveling overseas to compete in an athletic competition. This past weekend, many a Saipan athlete laced up to compete at the highest level. Welcome to Saipan. Hunter De La Cruz carries his prized baseball bat with him upon his return from a Senior League All-Star tournament in Guam.
I think we did all right. It was a first-time experience for all of us.
Competition isn't always about winning, it's about growth and being challenged.
Our opponents were really good, and they were a tough challenge for us.
And it's about adventure.
The farewell dinner, we just interacted with everyone from different countries and like made new friends and everything.
Im is also returning from competition, but she, unlike Hunter, is carrying her soccer cleats in her backpack.
We went against Guam for the tournament, and we challenged all of the teams.
And what team are you playing for?
Matanza.
Matanza, all right. And how long have you been playing soccer?
Probably for like 5 years.
5 years, all right. And what made you want to play soccer?
That like I get to play with friends and I get supported from my family and friends.
And how was your competition in Guam?
It was really fun. It was fun getting like compliments and like getting new friends in Guam.
And did you guys win anything, or you just?
We won 2 games only.
2 games only, all right. Is there anything else you would like to say?
I just want to say, if you want to go off island, just keep training and practice.
Winning isn't everything in competition, but victory is worth striving for. Joe Antonio is the coach of the under-12 division of the Canoa Football Club.
Tournament was pretty hard. Like we had a total of 11 games in a span of 3 days. And usually in between those games, we only had like an hour break. And we played with a lot of these kids wounded and injured, and yet they still persevered to where we won the championships with 9 wins, 2 draws, and 0 losses.
Ah, nice. And how many kids did you guys bring over to Guam?
So we had a total of 22 kids. We won hard, and we blew out the competition. You know, like we set the standards so high to where even the Guam was impressed with the standards we held. And these kids, like, even though they're just kids, they really did their best. It was a beautiful game out there, and I wish the people at Saipan got to see it too. Just want to say thank you to all the parents, to all the supporters, and even to Guam Football Association and Coach Jerry Tan for helping host this event. I just want to say thank you to God and everyone else who was on our side, and just want to let these kids know that I'm very proud of them. The whole coaching staff is proud of them.
Some come home having competed, some come home having experienced some success, and some come home having won it all. But for all who come home, welcome home. Welcome to Saipan.
The bones of a whale who spent time in our Mariana Trench waters will soon have a home in our local contact station, and interns are helping to set it up. Northern Marianas College is offering a new program housed under the Natural Resource Management program called Safeguarding Traditional Ocean Wisdom and Education, or STOW. Program Manager Mallory Muñoz de la Cruz says STOW is funded by a Blue Nature Alliance grant awarded to NMC last year.
STOW is a way for us to invest in our local students and to be able to create some more pathways for them, whether it's furthering their academic studies or getting a job in some type of conservation, natural resource management field.
She adds that the 2 primary focuses of STOW is to expand the natural resource management course offerings at NMC and to offer paid internship and work study opportunities for students. The STOW program's very first interns, Bernadette Horry and Vincent Mesa, spend half their time at NMC and half their time at the Mariana Trench Marine National Monument Contact Station located at American Memorial Park.
So far we've been exposed to so much kind of information, and we're just kind of like still on the earlier side of things, so we're trying to kind of navigate through that and learn more.
I think the focus is that we want to be able to build up career pathways for CNMI students to go out and be able to learn about conservation, firstly in the CNMI, and then take that information outwards and hopefully come back or either stay out where they are and have this information and just bring it out into the workforce and be able to articulate themselves in that way.
During their first week of internship, Bernadette and Vincent helped the scientific illustrator and muralist Constance Sarter paint the mural that wraps around the entire exterior wall of the contact station. NMC Natural Resources Program Coordinator Kelsey McClellan says it's all part of the STOW program's partnership with the Blue Nature Alliance.
We have a sub-award that is allowing for in-kind donations and upgrades to the Mariana Trench Marine National Monument Contact Station. So behind me we have this amazing mural, which I'm sure you've seen a lot of today. And so it's from projects like updating the exterior with scientifically accurate organisms and species to the interior upgrades. And with the Mariana Trench Marine National Monument upgrades, we will also be working on whalebone articulation.
U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services Park Ranger Jihan Yunus says the Mariana Trench Marine National Monument procured bones from a beached whale on Masaluk Beach, Tinian in 2005 by John Fury, a marine biology teacher at NMC.
10 years ago, they had not known what these mysterious sounds in the Mariana Trench were. And just last year, with the help of artificial intelligence, they were able to identify that it's the Brutus whale. And so it's a coincidence we have these whale bones, and so we're wanting to teach more about it and the sound it makes in the Mariana Trench and how that was a breakthrough for scientists to discover.
Although completion time for the whalebone display is unknown, Eunice says that the first phase of building out the contact station in partnership with NMC is underway. Open from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday to Friday, the interior of the contact station is made to be an immersive experience with a space where people can come in and feel like they're in the island's unit exploring a seamount and the deep sea.
We're really trying to be that community asset in connecting our people to the monument, to all the research that has been done here, getting them to explore deeper beyond our islands. You know, our islands we're not just sunshine and coral reefs, we are beyond the deep sea. And just having people have a pride of place in knowing that we're from the deepest protected area in all of the world's oceans.
A whale of a story.
Whaley.
Coming up in sports, the NMI teams fire up their tennis rackets in an off-island competition.
Welcome to Marianas Beach Resort, and now welcome to Marianas Coffee. Indulge in the rich, smooth taste of classic coffee, or treat yourself to one of our signature creations with the best coffee roasted right here in Saipan. Craving something fun? Try our cracking marshmallow milkshake, or one of our refreshing milk teas. Stay cool with locally grown lemongrass lemonade, the perfect tropical twist. Pair your drink with our delicious cakes, desserts, sandwiches, and salads freshly made just for you. And with super fast Wi-Fi, it's the perfect place to work or unwind. Marianas Coffee at Marianas Beach Resort, where great coffee meets great style. Now flying between Saipan and Rota, Micronesian Air Connections makes island travel safe, comfortable, and easy. Our Cessna Grand Caravan seats 9, offering comfort, space, and panoramic window views. With modern safety tech and experienced pilots, your 40-minute flight is as smooth as it is scenic. Whether you're heading to Rota for a serene escape or back to Saipan for business or family, Micronesian Air Connections is the connection. Book online today at flymax.com. Fly local, fly smart, fly Micronesian Air.
Motivation isn't always easy to come by. Thankfully, there's one place that continues to ignite my willpower. This one place provides me with the knowledge and support I need to grow, so I can continue to become a better version of myself. This is where I discovered my passion, where I achieved successes that made me proud. It's home. It's where I improved my performance, seeing the opportunity in every challenge. And when doubt creeps inside, and I think about giving up, I remember the heroes who've also called this place home. And just like them, I know that every last rep is always a beginning. No matter how hard it gets, nothing can stop me. I will always come back stronger, because I'm part of a legacy.
Buenas sports fans.
And as sports fans, singles and doubles matches all the way in Malaysia is underway. The NMI tennis team is currently representing at the 2025 Billie Jean King Cup Asia Oceania Group 2 in Kuala Lumpur. Competitions began on June 16 and will span out until June 21st. NMI in Group A kicked off play against top-seeded Mongolia, Anli versus Mongolia. Hannah Che and Seren Chung versus Mongolia in doubles. Day 1, Mongolia defeats NMI 3-0. Day 2, Kyrgyzstan defeats NMI 3-0. Fielding a young team in this competition, Captain Jeff Ray says they are getting valuable experience playing against high-quality opponents. The team of Ann Lee, Iron Chung, Seren Chung, and Hannah Che, led by Jeff Race and Lydia Tan, will continue 2 more rounds in the round-robin phase of play.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Here's the weather. Tonight, after another warm one, there will be only a 20% chance of isolated showers, with mild east breezes and low temperatures of around 78 degrees. Tomorrow, Thursday, a similar stretch of mild days with only a 20% chance of showers, highs of around 87, and lows of 78 degrees in the evening. The sun will set at 6:49 p.m. and will rise again tomorrow at 5:48 a.m., just in time for the state fish of the CNMI. Let's just say, for argument's sake, the clownfish will be saying his first joke of the day. Knock, knock. Who's there? Managa. Managa who? Managa. Very funny, these clownfish. And I will see you in the water or on the land.
Well, that's news, sports, and weather. Thank you for joining us, CNMI.
We will see you again on June 20th, Friday.